Hello everyone. Today we'll talk about PLICKERS, and it is one of the formative assessment tools that can be used in your classroom. I will give you a more detailed information about this interactive tool to engage your audience in my presentation. Hope you enjoy it. So PLICKERS is a free formative assessment tool, and it is very easy to use. It does not require you to have any special accounts. You can just simply sign up with your Gmail. PLICKERS can help you to engage your audience and engage your students in whatever content you are talking about in your class right now. So for example, if you want some immediate feedback from them, they are able just to provide it to you using PLICKERS. At the same time, if you want to have a pop quiz that does not necessarily need to be graded, PLICKERS is the way to go about it. So, however, you do require some equipment to use PLICKERS. First of all, you would need a printer to print out the PLICKER card for each of your students, a laptop with access to the internet to create your questions beforehand, and also a tablet or a smartphone with a PLICKER app to scan the answers during the class and project them on your whiteboard. It's very easy to create the classrooms using PLICKERS, and you can do that by clicking on classes at the top of your panel. And I've already created one of the classes for myself, and I called it multimedia learning, but you can add a new class and call it, for instance, EDCT 2030, and then change a different color, write a description for it, and then save it, and then go to the class and add your students. For instance, you have Amy, and you hit enter, and then Greg, and you hit enter. So just to show you my other class that I've already created, it looks like this. So each student gets a card, and with the help of that card, they're able to answer your questions throughout the class. It is even easier to create the questions card as you have to go to your library, and I have already pre-created some of the questions, and you can see, for instance, you can do the multiple choice, and in advance you have to highlight what was the correct answer, and after you show it to your students on the whiteboard, your students are able to pick the correct answer using the PLICKER card that they would be given in advance. The PLICKER card looks the following way, and you can show it to your teacher by using the correct side that you think would be an appropriate answer to the question that you can see on the board. So it either has A, B, C, or D, and depending on the way you show it, it enables you to choose the correct answer. So after each student receives their individual card, they are ready to answer your questions. So you can live stream all of the questions that you have prepared in the PLICKERS beforehand on the projector and on the whiteboard with your projector, and the students are able to pick the correct answer using their PLICKER card depending on how they turn it, so that will provide them with an opportunity to think a little bit about the correct answer. After they have done so, you are able to use your device, and using a free PLICKER app, you can see the list of your students, and after you just point the camera on them, you would be able to see how many answers which question received. And also you would be able to show it to your students without them necessarily knowing who responded in which way, and it provides them with more opportunity to kind of not be afraid to give you that feedback about whatever your question is. So I hope that this app will provide more principles in your classroom, and the multimedia learning principles are very important because they led us to move on a little bit from the older traditional way of looking at teaching and let your students be more motivated by using PLICKERS in your class, as it will provide just a form of more casual assessment for them that does not have a lot of pressure on them as students. Thank you for keeping up with me today, and I hope you enjoyed it. In case you have any questions, feel free to email me. Bye!